Connect. All right. All right. So we are here in the
You
matter
know,
of we are here in the matter of Dawson versus Lee, case number 19-008058DS. Mr. Lee, this is your motion. What do you care to add to it?
I was hoping that I can get my child support lowered because I do have full custody of my son now since
Which
yesterday
son?
because
Which
my
son?
son JCS Jones.
Is that Miss Dawson's son?
No, my son's a whole different child from
Okay.
a whole different parent, but now I
Okay.
have full custody of my
How
son.
old okay, so that is your biological child. Was that a yes? I'm sorry, it broke up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss Dawson, you know he has another biological child?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, when was that child born?
2021, January 27th.
Okay. All right. Just have to be careful what you ask for, Mr. Lee. I've had many people come in asking for child support to go down and it goes up once it's reviewed because unemployment right now is 2.5% in Kent County, which means they're going to hold you to a full-time job unless you have some mental or physical disability. All right. So
That's
at this
I
point,
think
I mean, there are three things that, or two things at least, maybe the third, but yeah, either one of you have the right to request a child support review every 3 years. It's been four. So you have the right to request that outright. You got to just be careful what you're asking for. You
and
also
parents.
have you also have a new child, which does affect the guidelines. So those are both changes of circumstance. And again, the job issue, the employment in the area, you don't have any mental or physical disabilities that would prevent you from working full time, correct?
No.
Okay. Because minimum wage has gone up and most places are paying $15 an hour. So it may be that it doesn't go up, or it doesn't go down, it goes up or stays so close to the same that it's not going to matter. But you have the right to ask. So I just always give that warning because once I send it to the front of the court for a child support review, that'll do it. All right, now, and you were requesting parenting time. I note that in the response, Miss Dawson, you were requesting supervised.
Yes.
What is it currently?
I
Is
do not get.
All right. Miss Dawson, what is it currently?
um he doesn't see her. He tries to contact me, but he's not consistent. My daughter does not know him.
Okay.
So it's been like that for 5 years. That's the whole time she's
Well,
been here.
currently child parenting time is as agreed by the parties, so the mother has
Mhm.
control of it. If it's been 5 years since you've seen the child, I will send this for child support review and a parenting time review. Okay. The child has the right to know both parents, but it's got to be done safely, and it doesn't happen automatically. If you haven't seen this child in many years, Mr. Lee, then we have to establish a relationship that might involve very slow getting to know you, and it can take a few months. All right. Ms. Dawson, so that you understand, as long as parenting time can be done safely, it's going to be granted. And it also comes with this warning. Once it is granted, it'll be granted specifically. And if you follow through with it, great. The relationship goes, everybody's involved. The child has two wonderful parents. But if I hear of a child sitting in a front room window crying because the other parent didn't show up for their parenting time, and it happens more than three times, we're going back to the drawing board and starting from scratch again because I will not have a child crying in the front room. So if you're asking for specific parenting time, you're going to be granted it. It'll eventually get up to normalized parenting time, which is pretty much every other weekend, every other holiday, half the Christmas break, every other spring break, and a few weeks in the summer.
Mhm.
But once you get it, you better exercise it, and everybody's got to be on board because then mom also gets a few weeks during the summer too, but she's had those for a while. All right. So I will, yes, Miss Dawson, you seem to have a
Are
question.
are we talking about supervised visits?
We're not
Okay.
talking about any visits right now. That may be the way it
Okay.
starts. You have the right. I'm
Okay.
saying I'm not ordering anything other than what's been done in the past right now because I don't know your
Okay.
work schedules. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about the child. I know that he hasn't seen the child in a while, and I'm not throwing a kid over to somebody that she doesn't even know who he is. But those are
Okay.
facts that you guys know I don't. That's why I'm sending it to the front of the court for a
Okay.
full parenting time and child support review. Okay. And it will be, and that's why I'm trying to give the instructions. Eventually, as long as it can be done safely, he's going to be getting parenting time. The question is, we have to do it safely for the child, which means the child's got to get to know him first. So it may start off supervised, where we have professionals watching over to make sure the interactions are appropriate. Mr. Lee, you have a question, sir.
Um, when I go and do parenting time and all that stuff, shouldn't I be going through Charmicia and not her boyfriend? Because every single time we try to set
That's something
something
that you're
up,
going to be able
it's
to discuss at the front of the court. Both of you are going to be able to get your, you know, make sure that you have your most current pay stubs, make sure that you have your schedule, make sure you have the child's schedule. I need to know when all three of you are available for parenting time. I gave the
okay.
example the other day of I'm going to give at least one. We did a trial, and I was giving at least one evening a week to the one party, and I said I can't even tell what day to give you because nobody gave me any testimony. They did a 38-minute trial. They're they have seven children, two of which are adults. The oldest is 16, the youngest is 9. After 38 minutes, they expected me to pull a rabbit out of my hat and tell them everything. Do you know how little they told me? I'm sitting there going, I don't know if you got bowling night on Wednesdays. And so if I order Wednesdays, it's not going to do you any good. I had one guy who wanted Tuesdays, but that was his band's practice. I'm like, how am I going to give you Tuesday if you got band practice? So those are the things I don't know right now. That's why I'm sending you to the front of the court to flesh it all out. And who and how to contact, because they can deal with that too. All
Okay.
right. And the fees are waived in this, so the $300 fee was waived. All right. And again, Ms. Dawson, you have the right to request supervised at first and then see how it goes.
Mhm.
Mr. Lee, you have the right to argue for what you believe you should have. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Good luck to both of you. Take care. And because I don't even know why you got custody of your other child. But if you have
You said
custody,
you
that
don't know why?
I know I don't know why. You just said I didn't even know who the child was. You just said you just put in the name. You didn't tell me who, what, why, or when. I mean, your motion was pretty empty of a lot of facts. So, but I don't know if CPS was involved, removed from the mother. I don't know if the mother just gave you the child. I don't know what does she have
No,
parenting time?
mother's a drug addict, so
Okay.
the
And
judge
and
granted
and,
me
and,
custody.
and
And
again, those facts are not before the court. I don't know. I can make certain presumptions, but I'm not going to presume anything right now. But the fact is that if somebody gave him custody, he's obviously a decent father and parenting time should be okay. The question is how to get it going and how to start it and how to get it moved up. All right. Okay. Good luck to both of you. It's nice meeting you. Have a good morning. I can't cure in 5 minutes what you guys have been doing for 5 years, basically. All right. Good luck. Take care.
Thank
Next.
you.
Thank you.